Hey, what's up? I'm Dominique, and today let's have some makeup fun and let's dive into everything girly. We're just girls and we love makeup, and I have a bunch of new makeup in front of me that I have been dying to try out. So today we are going to dive into all things girl talk and have some fun with some new makeup. And of course, as always, I will be giving you the real tea on all of these brand new makeup products. We're just girls. Of course we love new makeup. So sit back and relax as we chit chat about all things girly. So let's get started. Every time I wear these hair clips, I always feel like Shrek with his little Shrek ears. The first brand new product that I finally got is the Summer Fridays Birthday Cake Limited Edition Lip Balm. And I was so excited about this because this is the only lip balm by Summer Fridays that actually has shimmer in it. And I'm a glitter girl. So when I saw this, I was like, immediately add to cart. I need it ASAP. Now this is limited edition. I don't know when they're gonna stop making these. The way this smells is just like birthday cake. I'm not kidding. It smells so good. I mean, look how cute it is. And even the tube of this one is so cute because it has like this frosted shimmery vibe to it, and I'm simply obsessed. So real quick, I'm just gonna moisturize my face with my favorite moisturizer to wear underneath my foundation, and this is the E.L.F. Skin Holy Hydration Daily Moisturizer, and I'm obsessed with this moisturizer specifically for the pump. You can see how easy it is to apply straight on the face, and it doesn't get underneath my nails and my fingers all dirty. So for that, I'm honestly obsessed. And it also makes my skin feel so hydrated and prepped for foundation, which is why it's iconic. So typically every time I do my makeup, I always start with my eyeshadow first because I hate when eyeshadow fallout gets onto my foundation. But today, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and I'm gonna do my foundation before I do my eyes. I know, what a shock. So for primer, I'm going to be using one that I have been seriously obsessed and in love with recently. And if you have not tried this one out, you totally should because it is so amazing. This is a Glowish Blur Jam Primer by Huda Beauty and I am in love with this one. This is a silicone-free, water-based pore filling primer and it has this super unique jelly texture to it that I am in love with. And it comes with a tiny spatula so you can just scrape it out of the jar, which is amazing, honestly. And I just put some onto my face with the spatula, and you can really put this all over your face, but I mainly concentrate it where I have the most pores because it is a pore filling primer. And the good thing about this is that the spatula actually fits inside the lid so you won't lose it, because I hate when brands make the spatula way too big and it doesn't fit in the jar and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with the spatula? They got you covered. Do not worry. If you want a primer that's completely going to make your pores disappear, this is the one to try out. It feels so hydrating on the skin too, which is honestly the best part. Well, besides the disappearing pores, of course. And now my skin feels so smooth and so hydrated, and it looks completely poreless. I gotta put my besties on an amazing primer, and this one is it. So speaking of girls, this is my dog Lucy, and I cannot believe I have not introduced you to her yet. Right now, she's currently 2 years old, but by the time you see this video, she will have just turned 3. She's gonna be 3 years old, and every time I film a video, she is always right next to me sleeping in her little bed. Oh my god, she's being so good right now sitting here. Yeah, we're besties. Okay, now go back to sleeping in your little bed. But anyway, let's move on to foundation. And the foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay Skin Tint. I have seriously heard so many great things about this skin tint, so I'm excited to try it out. It's super interesting because the foundation has a dropper bottle formula, and honestly, I do not know if this is going to be my shade, but we're going to find out together. I'm just going to drop a little onto my face, and I'm gonna start with one side. And don't worry, I'll be giving you the real tea on the skin tint. Is it actually a skin tint or does it have more coverage to it? Because to me, a skin tint is like super sheer and light coverage that all it's gonna do is just cover up your redness. But right off the bat, this is actually showing that it has more of a medium coverage to it, like a light medium coverage. And I mean, did you see how instantly it blended into my skin? That was kind of insane. And in this, I have the shade 120. So I like to apply all the foundations to my skin with a brush first, and then I'll go back in with a beauty sponge to tap it in and make it look a lot more smooth. So that's the method of madness that I will be following today. And now I'm just gonna tap it into my skin with my sponge, and this step right here is a serious game changer. I'm not kidding. It makes my foundation look so smooth, especially in person, and to me, that's a serious game changer. And as I'm tapping this into my skin, I have to admit that it looks so freaking good. Oh my god, it looks so good. The hype on this was honestly real. My only question is, why are we calling medium coverage foundation skin tint nowadays? Maybe because skin tints are trendy nowadays because it's that no makeup look vibe, but I don't know. You can see that it has really nice coverage to it, so I love it for that. Right now, this is slaying seriously so hard. My skin looks amazing and hydrated and glowy, so for that, I'm here for it. This is the Makeup by Mario SurrealSkin Awakening Concealer, and I have the shade 180. To me, this is more of a medium medium coverage concealer. It's not full coverage, but it's not light coverage either. It's right in the middle. And it gives your skin a beautiful radiant finish as well. And it does not crease. I wore this out in the Florida heat during the summer at Disney World. And if you know anything about Florida in August, you know that it's as hot as humid as a jungle would be, honestly. I'm being so serious. It's that hot. And this lasted me all day long and did not crease. And it did not smear and it did not break up and it did not fade away. It was so good. And that's the moment I knew Makeup by Mario is seriously iconic. And I'm also going to use this as an eyeshadow primer as well, because I mainly use concealers as an eyeshadow primer since it gives more of a full coverage base to the eye. And it really sets my eyeshadow up for success. And I'm here for that. And I'm just going to blend it out with a brush. And then of course I'll go back in and tap it in with my sponge after I blend it all out. I mean, do you see how beautiful it brightens up my under eye? And it blends out instantly and is so creamy and so beautiful. And it's definitely buildable. So if you use a lot of it, you can get it to be full coverage. But I wouldn't recommend ever using a lot of a concealer because then that way it's just going to crease more. And if you want to know a secret about concealer, it's that no matter what you do, it's going to crease. Every single concealer on the market, it will crease. That's because you're putting creams on top of creases. And it has nowhere else to go but fall into the creases. But the good thing is that some concealers crease significantly less than others. And to me, this is one of those concealers that do a great job of not creasing too much. I mean, you have creases under your eyes. It's inevitable. It's gonna crease. But setting underneath your eyes with powder will also help eliminate the creases. And of course, you cannot forget to tap it in with your sponge. I do this after every single cream product that I apply to my skin. But to me, I will never not do this step, no matter what. Even if I'm running late, I will be like, now this baby right here, oh my gosh, I have been so in love and obsessed and everything positive about this powder. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Powder in the shade Peach Pie. Yes, I love Peach Pie. I love Peach Pie. Oh my god, when I saw that they were having a shade extension with Peach Pie, I was like, ooh. Immediately add to cart. And I know I sound dramatic, but it's true. And I mean, I already love this Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder formula. It is perfection, some serious iconic powder right here. And I'm gonna apply it with this cute little E.L.F. powder puff. With powder puffs, you can apply loose or pressed setting powder. Specifically for pressed powder, powder puffs really help pick it up. That's for sure. But after I apply this powder, I want you to see the difference between both eyes and how this powder just brightens up the under eye so nicely. And I'm just setting underneath my eyes with this powder for now because I still have some cream products to place. But I just wanted to stop my concealer from creasing, so I needed to set it in place ASAP. And then I'm gonna dust away the extra powder, and then you will really see its magic. You can see how much more soft my under eye on this side looks than this side. It is so good for blurring out the pores and making your skin look so even and soft and texture free. I mean, come on, look at how good my under eye looks right now. You can see more dark circles on this side, and this just looks a lot more smooth. So it's safe to say I'm really obsessed with this powder. Oh, and by the way, this powder has a really strong scent to it, so if you're sensitive to scents, you might not like this, but the scent smells so good to me, honestly. It smells like the K.Ali Lost Cherry perfume. They literally took this scent out of this powder and made it into a perfume with that one. And it's honestly amazing, so I love this. It's iconic to me, and I'm obsessed, if you can't tell. I'm gonna add a little bit of cream bronzer to my skin just to give some warmth to it, because I'm looking really flat right now, that's for sure. And this cream bronzer stick is my all-time favorite. I'm not kidding. It is seriously perfection and iconic and everything in between. This is the LYS Beauty No Limits Contour and Bronzer Stick, and I have the shade Harmony. And the reason why I love this is because it's so hydrating and so glowy. And I love the shade, and it blends just like a dream. I'm just picking some up on my brush instead of just placing it directly on my face, because this is going to give it so much more of a light, natural finish. And picking it up on the brush really lets you control how much you apply to your skin without going overboard. Because sometimes if you draw it directly onto your skin, you're putting too much product onto your skin, and then you'll be blending it out forever, and you'll get a sore arm, and then you'll get harsh edges, and it will just be too much. So this method is really for that soft, natural application, and I love doing this. But I can't lie, if I'm in a rush, I will draw it onto my face, because for some reason, I'm always in a rush, so catch me doing that. And I won't go too in depth with this bronzer because I have seriously talked about this in almost all of my videos, because that's how much I love this stuff. If you're looking for an amazing cream bronzer, please please try this one out. You will not regret it. Now my skin is looking warm and bronzed and I'm here for it. So let's move on to some liquid blush. And today for liquid blush, I'm going to be using one of my all-time favorite liquid blushes. This is the E.L.F. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Coral Crush. Now let me tell you something about this blush. I'm in love with it. It is perfection. It is gorgeous. It's glowy and hydrating. What more could you ask for in a liquid blush? Because this is everything that I need. Oh, and I forgot to mention that it's so pigmented and it only costs $8. So since it's really pigmented, I'm just gonna apply a little baby dot. And now I'm just gonna blend it out with my brush. And do you see how easily it blends out? It blends like a dream. Seriously, this is so creamy, so liquidy, so gorgeous. Just perfection in a liquid blush. I love the shades that E.L.F. came out with these blushes. They're so fun and unique, and I hate when brands release new products and the shades are just so boring and neutral because we've seen those before. But no, E.L.F. did their thing and they came out with the best fun shades. I honestly need to collect them all because that's how in love I am with them. I need every shade. I mean, do you see this glow on my cheek? Do you see how beautiful this looks? This is everything. I am an E.L.F. liquid blush stan. I love this stuff. I don't know if you can tell, but you totally should try this out. If you ever see these in the store, you will not be disappointed if you try it out. And now I'm actually going to start baking under my eyes because it's time for eyeshadow. And if you place a lot of loose powder underneath your eye and eyeshadow fallout falls out onto the powder, you can just dust away the powder and the fallout together and then it won't stain your foundation. But I usually don't like doing this because this is a lot of powder underneath the eye and I do not want to look dry and crusty. But the foundation and concealer are so glowy and so hydrating, I thought, why not do something a little different today? So I don't have any brand new eyeshadow palettes besides the Makeup by Mario Master neutral palettes, which I created a video last week for, so I'll link it right here if you want to see that. But since I don't have any cool eyeshadow palettes to use, I'm just going to do my eyeshadow off camera and then I'll be right back. I got the Anastasia Brow Freeze Gel, and honestly, I love this stuff so much and I just want to show you how it works because to me, this is iconic and I love this stuff so much and it works so well if you want that feather soap brow look. So on the wand of this, you've got one side with really long bristles and then the other side has super short bristles. So what I do is I coat my entire eyebrow with this, and with the long bristle side, I just lift up all of my hairs and place them exactly where I want them to go. Now I've got a lot of eyebrows. My eyebrows are very big and bushy, so for me, I just lift them into place, set them, and then fill them in with a brow pen. Let's see if you can really see how this just lifts up all of my hairs. Do you see that? How it really lifts them all and sets them into place? And the best part about this stuff is that it does not cause any white flakes in the eyebrows. It dries completely matte, and honestly, it stays all day long. But now I'm just gonna fill in my brows with my favorite NYX brow pen. Okay, we are almost done. We have a few products left, and this product right here is one that I have been waiting to use specifically for this moment. I'm so excited. I love this. This is the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush Duo, and I have the shade She's the Moment. When I saw this was another product that I knew that I needed immediately, and I was instantly obsessed with it. It's perfect for spring, and that's another thing. Can you believe that we are in spring already? It is officially spring. I feel like it was just the holiday season yesterday. I don't understand, but I'm so happy that it's spring because that means it's one step closer to summer, and summer is my all-time favorite season. I love the sunshine. I love the warmth. I love being able to go outside and not shiver or not have to need a bunch of layers. Or you know what's worse? When it's hot during the day and then cold at night, how am I supposed to dress for that insane weather? It's like you get all the seasons in one day. And honestly, that's kind of what spring gives. And I love the springtime colors. Like this right here is so much fun. And these powder blush duos by Patrick Ta are seriously iconic. The formula of this is just serious perfection. Like I cannot express it to you enough. And then the method that Patrick Ta recommends when using these blushes is applying the powder blush first and then layering the cream blush right on top. The cream blush is supposed to have a really glowy finish, so it's supposed to give a beautiful highlight effect. So I'm just gonna get a little bit on this brush, and I don't want to add too much because I do not want to look like a clown here. And you can see that it does have a really natural glow from within. I didn't add that much because, you know, I didn't want to go too crazy because as you can tell, I have a lot of blush on as it is. But I will say that the cream blush is way more sheer than the powder blush, so it makes it really easy to layer with. But the powder blush formula is insanely pigmented. A little bit will go a long way with this, but I love her. And she is the moment. And yes, I'm still gonna bake my my face in the year 2024, okay? I know this might seem a little bit extra because it is, but this just makes my makeup look a lot more smooth. And I'm using the Huda Beauty powder to do this. And today I'm putting it on really lightly so it's not going to be too intense. But now I'm just going to let this sit while I do the last step, which is my lip combo. And I've got some fun new lippy products. So I'm just going to line my lips with this Makeup by Mario lip pencil in the shade Travis. This is one of my all-time favorites. I literally use this all the time. Makeup by Mario seriously slays the lip department so hard in almost every product that he has. I just love this shade. It's such a beautiful shade of brown. It kind of has a red hint to it, which I love. Kind of like this chocolatey brown with a hint of red. Obsessed. Anastasia Beverly Hills recently came out with this brand new velvet lip cream, and I have the shade Crush. And I've never tried it out before, so today we're gonna put it to the test. I will say that the doe foot applicator on this is a very precise and pointy tip, so it feels like it would do very good for lining your lips as well. But let's see how this feels when I apply it. Okay, it has a ton of coverage. It's full coverage, one swipe. It feels very lightweight. Like I do not feel like I have anything on my lips. That's insane. And for it to be this lightweight is pretty insane. Look, one swipe, full coverage. Watch. I'm kind of shook. Oh, and when you do this, it feels very smooth. Okay, it's super cute. I really like it. I don't know about the shade. It's not my favorite. Maybe with more of a pinky lip liner, it will be better. Who am I kidding? It's super cute. I really like it actually with this lip liner. It's full coverage and look at how smooth my lips look. They look so insanely plump and smooth, and I am here for that. So now I'm gonna top it off with this brand new gloss from Haus Labs. And this is a PhD hybrid lip glaze in the shade Guava. And this shade specifically kind of has a pink tint to it, so let's see how it looks on this lip combo. I'm kind of unsure of what it's gonna look like. And I've never tried out this gloss before, so okay. It went on very smooth. So far, it does not feel thick, goopy, or sticky at all. But let me do the top lip, and then I could be a full judge. And I have to admit, my lips look so shiny, plump, full, and smooth. But I'm telling you, formula-wise, my lips feel so good and very lightweight without being sticky whatsoever. And here is today's final makeup look using all of my brand new products that I have been saving to try out during this video. I had so much fun creating this look today. There is nothing better than hanging out with my girls and just chatting about makeup. Literally, we are just girls and we spend hours doing our makeup because it's fun. And I have to say, all these products in this video slay so hard. There's not one that I'm like, that wasn't good. And I'm obsessed and I'm here for it. Comment down below if you've tried out any of these products and which one is your favorite. I would love to hear from you. And I will be back next week with a brand new video. So you can go ahead and binge watch the rest of my videos on my channel so you don't miss me too much until then. And I'll link the playlist with all my videos right here just in case you want to go ahead and check that out. And of course, as always, I've linked all the products that I mentioned in this video down in the description box just in case you want to go ahead and check any of those out. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Oh, and me and my girl Lucy say thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Say bye!